Let's continue to see how we can see if I can push anything. So I think it's the case of the Germans liking the extra capacity for the PPSH for critical time, shall we say. Yeah, let's do something here. Okay, this is the fire phase. No, we're still in. Yeah, we're still in the command phase. Let's go to fire phase. I'm going to put. Oh wow! Bye bye. Why couldn't we have done that like the first couple of turns? Well, we did that a bunch. Okay, so what we're going to do here is yeah, usual sort of roll. Finns use the SMGs as an LMG substitute, so the round magazine made sense. Yes, okay, yeah. Now that's using in my, you know, as you're saying, as a substitute. You're using something in it and not in its intended role. And so you're using that as a an area suppression weapon, a beaten zone weapon. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do assault movement. Wow, they missed badly. Okay, that's it for you. These guys are also going to do assault movement, just to here. Oh, okay. And these guys, oh, well, okay, that and that. I'm just seeing, okay, oh, that would be the better spot. Assault movement to here. They're pinned. They get their defensive fire. And so if you're doing what I'm sort of doing here is assaulting, and you're waiting for the critical assault element of it, having the 71 rounds is likely to be significantly better than your 30 rounds, so it's more than double. So you can be quite good at it. But carrying more rounds, running the battlefield, doing all that stuff, it just doesn't work so well. Well, good. Advance and assault base. So we're going to assault here against these guys. We're going to not use the hand grenades because I don't think we need to. And they're pinned. And so they're destroyed. Yay. Now here. We're going to not use those hand grenades. The hand grenades are a once-use item, so you don't want to use them too often. Okay, well, we didn't need the second one. And these guys are going to... The reason I moved both of these units up, and I moved this one first, was to be the most likely to absorb casualties in the moving through the open field. And that was the one that was meant to take them out. Okay, I think we'll move you down to there. And What can see here? Nothing really. They'll get to put mortar rounds on me, I guess. What can see me over here? This can see me down there. It's not that useful. You know, I'm just probably going to drive next turn. So yeah, I like turn command phase. Now both the PPSH and the mortar rounds, yeah, have a deficiency in their designs of magazines. Both use a single position feed, so it's a double stacked magazine that narrows up at the top and to one bullet, where basically all modern that I can think of, yeah, basically are sort of double position feeds. It'll the double stack is sort of is a staggered, and it'll feed off of the right or the left magazine, or right or left bullet from the magazine. Up here, so +5, +3, we're going to shoot at the one that we most likely affect here, but no. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, good. His -2 reduction really helped there. Yeah, nobody they can see, and nobody they can see. Thank you for following, Jaspin. How you doing today? And so, yeah, dirt and whatever can get in there to make the feeding less reliable. For the German gun, a lot of had the problem of soldiers would hold on to the magazine, and because it's sort of wiggle room in there, and that would sort of torque the magazine in such a way, again, to not feed well. They were trained to sort of hold it up a little higher on the magazine well, and that did work. So they took these guys out. We're still in the command. Go to the fire phase. Okay, who do we want to shoot? Yeah. Casualty's good. I'm mentioning with new people here. Of course, I'm Gamer1745 streaming for Slithering TV, but I need to sort of pimp out my own channel as well. I have a YouTube channel in which you can see lots of videos of these types of games while I'm talking about history, like I'm doing now with the two submachine guns, and I stream for myself on the weekend, so you might want to, again, open up new browsers to go there. Follow me over on Twitch as well. Just anybody new here? I know Beam Slam, I see him a lot on my channel. Now, okay. Yeah, obviously we're not going to win this. We got barely enough time, so what? Okay, since we're not going to win this, what I'm going to do here is, yes, we're going to get out. We're going to start a new game. We're not going to probably be able to finish it, but we're going back to this, but we're going to play as the Allied players instead of the Axis. So the Axis get their first turn. I want to see what, oh good, they missed, yay. See how this goes. When we're on the other side. See what the Generally speaking, most scenarios that I've encountered are set so that the offensive side is the default player side. But the AI will play the other side, and so that's abandoned. They've already lost one tank. We have another. They're moving their half tracks up around there. I had not done this before, just to sort of see what the AI would do. They're being smart and not bunching up too much. Okay, so we have our defensive fire. So they're sort of ignoring this. Well, not ignoring it, but not focusing on this southern. Okay, so they've suppressed our AA gun. That one can't see anything. That one, or no, it's actually fired. That's, they haven't suppressed it. Yeah, we see here. They're just figuring we don't have ammo that can shoot. There. Yeah, well. All right. Command phase, nothing for me to command here. So let's go to fire phase. They're coming to me pretty quick. Okay, oh, these are also 5cm mortars, but they got considerably more range than mine do. Okay, well, let's select you. Boom, destroyed. Boom, destroyed. Okay, 2 out. Okay, nothing with them. Be terribly effective. Nothing there either, man. Ooh, that was a good one. 50 points, 3. And other than grenades and a few other satchel charges and similar things, you don't have an ammunition worry, unlike, well, I don't know if you entirely unlike real life, because these are, you know, such a short engagement. You do so you take every opportunity to fire. There's no other than, you know, because we're they'll get defensive. If we were going to move a unit, it might be worthwhile to, yeah, might as well fire there. Oh, lots of pluses to it. Okay. Probably not, but we'll shoot at them. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, that's pathetically bad. They threw some corn or wheat or whatever, but missed. That would be awfully tall wheat that it's hiding a tank. Okay, I'm not moving. They get their defensive fire. Fired both their mortars at the same unit. And casualties. They're getting good die rolls. Not all the time. Some of the time is great. Well, they're shooting down at this guy. Okay. There. Yep, I'm not assaulting anything. Now they get their turn. And other than the magazine capacity of the PPSH being greater, I don't think there is a significant difference in effectiveness of the two weapons. I don't know, Beam Slam or any of you out there have read or actually handled either of the two, the MP40 or the PPSH 41. To have comments that you think one is better than the other. I'm not saying better than the other, but really had a significant effect on the outcomes of battles like Stalingrad, or, you know, small actions in Stalingrad. Okay, we get our defensive fire now. Now here, let's deselect that. Boom, destroyed. Okay, good. The other one here, well, I've definitely seen how just pounding on one of these tanks doesn't necessarily have much of an effect. So we'll go for the guys here in the building and get some casualties. Good. Mostly suppress it, just some rifle fire and his submachine gun. Almost. Almost. I've fired newer MP40s, but my guess is a little more accurate. But that would not be most important thing in close range. Yeah, I would. From what I've read, and I have fired a few submachine guns, but not those. From what I've read, the failing, the best or the biggest significant failing of the MP40. And an M1 carbine stock that had an MP40 style folding stock on it. Now I don't know how close it was to MP40s, but they sort of have wobble in them. These are the ones that I've experienced. And again, not on a real MP40, so it just may be because this is, probably a 1950s or 1960s manufactured thing that, aftermarket item to go on an underfolding stock for a M1 carbine. It had a fair amount of wobble. So I'm not sure if that holds true to an MP40, but it would have a little bit of wobble there. But yeah, as you say, at most of the engagement ranges at Stalingrad, I don't think we're looking at much difference effectively in use. Germans were really looking for accuracy fire in their weapons. So much so that right here, no, it's here they have the 50 millimeter mortars. The British, of course, captured some, and I think in the got them back out, from France, and tested them. And their biggest complaint was too accurate. They thought the mortars were too accurate. Now, the British were using 2-inch mortars, which are virtually the same diameter and virtually the same explosive charge on it, that did not have a bipod. It was just simply, it had a light little base plate, and you just sort of, hand hold it and drop, is the 2-inch mortar. Sort of thinking, and even to the point with the 50 millimeter mortar, as sort of grenade throwers. But what the British found or thought with their use of it is that it had a lot of dials and controls to accurately throw the mortar round. And what the British wanted to do was to say, set up a mortar and then fire, say, at like 3 of these hexes and have that as the beaten zone of the mortar. So not all over the place, where the Germans designed the mortar very much out of World War I and wanting to be able to put the mortar round right in the slit trench accurately. So it was, to fire, to adjust, fire, to adjust, fire, to adjust, where the British wanted to go, get it at the roughly the right settings, and just drop around, drop around, drop around, drop around, drop around, and hit them in a beaten zone faster, and have that sort of wobble built in. But the Germans were always heavy into accuracy. Okay, command phase, yes. Now we're going to fire phase here. Now, well, so far we're doing great. We're maybe not killing a lot of them, but like with my playthrough here, no really point. So we're going to fire here because there's just nothing else to do, but it's just going to pump it up by 6, and the 12 is virtually guaranteed a miss. Didn't. Casualty point. And I'm trying to hurt them as much as I can, so that once they take this and push on, they'll be significantly weaker. So that may be a... No, I would say it's German, not Nazi. The Germans worry a lot about accuracy in weapons, accuracy in design, you know, precision-made weaponry. You can look at it well before even World War I, you know, with the Luger. And so that they value that as a thing in and of themselves. So, and the Americans also, particularly in rifles, they have the myth of the Minuteman with the Kentucky rifle that they keep up to, they get their defensive fire, to keep up training, and it can work really well, and they do, but they really look at accurate rifle fire. The German philosophy, now see, the German philosophy in small arms tactics is the main weapon that you do the killing with is the machine gun, and the rifle is there to support the machine gun. Where the American philosophy was the main weapon you're doing the killing with is the rifle, ouch, and the support weapon is the machine gun. It's sort of reverse. And you see that in the tactics. It has two meanings: accurate, correct, strict, and the actual ideology. I wouldn't say that. National Socialism, well, it has its ideologies. I don't know how it's strict or correct if you look at National Socialism. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing any assault movements. We're just delaying them from getting to that square or hex and that hex. Yes, got a few more minutes here. Taking a look to see if the AI has stalled out. I wondered what they were going to do. These tanks also seem to have been stalled out. Again, the scenario is designed to have the AI be played by the defending one, but I just wanted to see what it would do. Because they haven't been using these tanks hardly at all. Or have I just been talking too much and not paying attention? Well, that was a good die roll. That's an excellent die roll. I just haven't been paying attention. Okay, so they're reducing that down pretty hard. Oh, move the half track up a little bit. I think that's in the position I get to mortar it. Defensive fire. You select one. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, we're going to shoot the other one here just because we don't want too much pressure there without some turn fire elements. Oh. Be sort of perfect die roll for that. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. I'm not saying you're advocating. Okay, I hear is, okay, that modern colloquial. Yeah, I hear you like that with the grammar thing. Yeah, but nah. I'm just not terribly comfortable using it in this regard. Ah, perfect die roll. And some casualties. Yes, thanks for following, Mike. Magillion9, how you doing today? Do appreciate that. Love to have more people following here. All right, okay, defensive fire, I guess. Guess that's going to be it, so. Let's get to advance. Let's see if they do any assaults here. Nope. Okay, we'll get our turn here. Command phase. Nothing. Almost out of time here, but let's do a few more mortar lobs. And save this guy for a little bit longer here. I don't think they were going to be able to get through, because we do have a few new people here. If you might want to follow me on my own channel. Oh, no, that isn't quite right. 45. You can follow me there. Running out of time here. So XRTG is coming up after me, right, or very, very soon here, just in a couple minutes. So, and you might want to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. But I've really been enjoying playing Valor and Victory, the Stalingrad DLC. I know this is the leading up to it. I was hoping I'd have more fun with the tanks on either my side or theirs, but this seems like they've stalled out like I did on this scenario. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. Hope it's been interesting. Hannibal and Beamslam and everybody else, do appreciate that. Got just a couple of minutes here. Nope, now I'm really out of time. Okay, so